All right, folks, this is Jason with Living Houseless, and today we're going to talk about the shower system I currently have on my 4x4 van conversion. Now, like many things on my van conversion, this shower system has evolved over time. It started off with one idea that didn't really work super hot, and eventually I continued to add components and make changes until I got it to the system that I have now, which I'm actually fairly happy with. Now, I don't typically use this system during the winter months, but during the summertime, it's hot, it's dusty, I'm more active, I'm sweating more, so having the ability to take a shower more often without having to rely on public facilities or friends and family is a real convenience. And I think having a shower system on like an Overland vehicle is really nice as well. It can make a long overland or camping trip a lot more enjoyable. So let's get into it and talk about some of the components and how my shower system has evolved over time. All right, so the first component I actually got, and I actually got this long before I even got a van, is I got the Road Shower 4, which is a 7-gallon solar hot water shower. Fill it up here with water, and then you pressurize it here with air. You can use an air compressor or a bite pump. But basically you fill it up full of water, it gets pressurized with air, it sits out in the sun and bakes in the sun, gets hot, and then you have an outlet over here where you got a small hose and a kind of a little nozzle where you can take your shower. Now, the obvious downsides to the road shower is being a solar shower, it's no good in cold weather. So if it's cold, cloudy, you're not going to get hot water. And then another thing that I don't like about it is even if it is sunny out and it is getting hot, you pretty much are stuck taking a shower in the middle of the hot day. And I personally prefer to either take a shower in the morning or in the evening just before bed. Now, even if it's set out in the shower or in the hot sun all day, usually if I try to take a shower after the sun goes down, the water cools down pretty quickly to a point where it's not as warm as I'd actually like it. All right, so what I ended up doing was adding a tankless hot water heater. This happens to be a Gasland. I bought this off Amazon for 130 bucks. It's their 6-liter, 1.58 gallons per minute model. It runs on propane and 2 D-cell batteries. The 2 D-cell batteries are basically just to run the igniter inside, and they last a long time. I've had these 2 batteries in it since I bought the unit over a year ago, and they're still working. So it's a low pressure system. It does come with a its own hose. So if you're going to tie it into, say, an existing system like, say, an RV, or if you already have a existing system in your van, it does need to be connected to a low pressure propane system. And it is an outdoor model, so it is designed to actually work outside. It does have an exhaust on the top here, so you do want to make sure that is clear and has open air. I mounted mine to the outside of the door here, and that way all I have to do is open the van door and it's ready to use. So another major component of the system, because the road shower does need to be pressurized with air, is I have a Viair 400 or 450p under the hood here mounted, and then I have the hose and it comes out right here. And then as well I have my air pressure chuck with a air pressure gauge. On this I have a little pressure regulator that I also picked up on Amazon. The road shower can only handle 80 psi's. Even if you overpressure it, it does have a release valve, so it will release, but it'll spout like a big well when it does. So what I do is I use this pressure regulator, and I've got it set for 65 psi, and it just maintains a constant pressure in the road shower, so I don't have to mess with it while I'm showering. All right, so the last couple of accessories that I have is just a small Walmart tarp that I throw on the ground just to make sure I'm not standing in the mud. And then I have 2 small hoses. This one is to connect from the road shower down into the hot water heater. And this one is just a little 5-foot hose that I use with a regular garden hose spray nozzle as my shower head. Both of the hoses have quick connects on them, so that way it makes it really quick and easy for me to connect into the road shower, into the hot water heater, and then also connect this hose in as well. All right, folks, so putting the whole system together, I'll start with getting water to fill up the road shower. Now I can get that water from public faucets, or sometimes I will grab from a stream like I did today, or even lakes. I do have a special jug set aside just for that, and it's one I bought again off Amazon. It's a racing style fuel can that I use only for grabbing water out of lakes and streams. I like it because it has a very fast flow, so when I go up there and I'm filling up the road shower, it flows into the road shower really fast, so that just kind of makes things a little bit more convenient. Once I've done that, it's just as simple as going ahead and connecting all my hoses with the quick connects, and then connecting up the air line with the regulator on it and turning the air compressor on. Now typically I would have the van running, but I just didn't want to be competing for sound with the van running and trying to talk to you guys, so right now we're running the air compressor without the van running. But the air compressor, be aware, can eat on your battery pretty good. So anyways, a couple of quirks about the system and quirks and tips about the system is, first of all, you notice that I don't have the road shower physically mounted to the rack. It's actually only connected with a tie strap, and that holds it there just fine. But the benefit of that for me is I can tip the road shower up when I'm ready to use it, and I can make sure when I'm filling it that I'm getting maximum water into the road shower, and I can also make sure that when I'm using the road shower that I'm getting maximum water out of the road shower, because the outlet is at the lowest point. Second little, this is kind of a little quirk of the system, is that when you're spraying and then you let off, the hot water heater also turns off. When you go to turn the sprayer back on again, it's going to take a second for the igniter to go again. So what's going to happen is you're going to feel hot water that was originally in your hose, and then you're going to fill a little shot of cold water, which I just did, and then you're going to eventually fill hot water again. So what I typically do is I fire up the shower by squeezing the nozzle. I wait till I got hot water. I then go ahead and rinse myself completely. And then I go ahead and just hang the hose here while I soap up and get all soaped up. And then when I'm ready, then I grab the nozzle and I hold it until I feel that cold water pass by. And then I know I'm safe to go ahead and now start rinsing my body. The other last little tips is on how to control your heat. You got two knobs on the hot water heater. You got one that controls your gas and one that controls the pressure through the system. Both of these can be used to control how hot your water is. In some cases, the road shower itself might be residually hot if it's been sitting out in the day, so you might find a struggle getting it to be cool enough for you or not too hot. So what you can just do is come over here to this side and increase the pressure going through the shower, and that may help you get to the point of where you're wanting. Vice versa is also true. Sometimes you might pull from a source that's really cold, or the water is really cold inside, and maybe you're having a little bit of trouble getting the water as hot as you would like. So you can turn the pressure down a little bit on the shower, and that should solve your issue. Most cases I have no problem getting hot shower with this unit. In fact, if anything, I have more troubles cooling it down than heating it up. I've had times where the water was so hot it would scald your hand, so you definitely want to be able to get these adjusted right. And unfortunately, because like I said, the temperature of the water can fluctuate, there's no really set temperature that you can really set these to, and it's going to work perfectly every time. You kind of have to just tweak them every once in a while. Not a big deal. So anyways, guys, pretty much in a nutshell, that is my shower system. The only other thing that I really would like to add to this particular system is a shower room. I don't have one right now, so I'm always kind of leery of somebody driving by and getting a little bit of a peep show when I go by. If I'm in a spot where I feel like there's pretty high traffic, I usually just shower with swim shorts on. But if I'm out somewhere fairly remote and I'm not worried about it, then it's, you know, we don't worry about it. So that's how it is. Anyways, if you guys have a shower system on your Overland vehicle or your van conversion, and it's different than mine, I would really like to hear about it, because I think it's great for us all to learn different systems and different setups. So as other people are looking at these videos, they can also look down at the comments and get suggestions and ideas of ways to do it that may actually work better for them. If you have any comments on how you think I can improve my system, I would love to hear those as well. Please leave those down in the comments. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, Living Houseless, definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos that have to do with the actual in and outs of living out of a mobile setup. Anyhow, I hope you guys found this video useful. Please give it a like if you did. And remember, we're not homeless, we're just living houseless.